back. I hope you're all doing well. Today's going to be a short video. I just want to do a quick vibe check of the market because if you have not followed me on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, or you haven't been watching my YouTube videos, there has been a lot going on, a lot of Bitcoin adoption. So if you would like to stay up to date with the most recent market sentiment, go ahead and follow me on any of my social media that would be most applicable to you. The links will be in the description. So let's jump right in, shall we? Now, this video is just as much about Luna as it is Bitcoin. The reason why I like to look at Bitcoin metrics is because there is no Bitcoin bull cycle without any other coin taking a share of the profits. So what you see here on the screen is the exchange reserves of the Bitcoin asset class. And basically what that is pretty much the amount of Bitcoin left remaining on all exchanges together, which is the reason why I like this chart. Very helpful. Now, if we scroll up a little bit, you can see that the lighter trend line is the price indicator and the darker trend line is the exchange reserves. And as you can see, Bitcoin is at an all-time low. And with the continued adoption and increased demand, with the scarcity of the asset mixed together, you're basically mixing a Molotov of price explosion.
Perhaps you're right.
This decentralized digital asset class that Bitcoin is surrounded by is continuously getting exposed each day. We see how the value proposition increases when people get what they want with their money. It's censorship free. You could send it whenever you want. It operates 24 hours. There's no downtime, no middleman to take a chunk of your money if you want to send it across the borders of your current country. And so all of these properties together really just bring out the true value of Bitcoin. And with the current war going on in Ukraine being heavily aided by citizens sending money over to Ukraine, as you know, Ukraine has been accepting cryptocurrency to fund a portion of their war. And I would say a significant amount, if so, over $100 million have been given in cryptocurrency to Ukraine. And the same concept has been used with the protests that happened in Ottawa, Canada, if I'm correct. The government tried to seize the protesters' funds, but with the art of cryptocurrency and the censorship-resistant technology, the protesters were able to receive some funds from people all around the globe who simply wanted to contribute to the cause, which I find very spectacular. And I will continue to push this narrative because I think it is positive that people have more control over their own money. Financial literacy is definitely an important topic, especially with the economic status we are in. Things are not looking very good. And if you had the financial literacy to put your money where places it would be protected and or gain value over time rather than just being roundhoused by inflation, you would be well off. And that's what I am here for. So if you're watching this video and you are not subscribed and you like to know which assets out there are providing the best bang for your buck, go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe, and also hit the bell so you can get notified every time I come on the net. Now let's get to the live action. Terra founder hints at $3 billion worth of BTC purchase, explains new Bitcoin linked tokenomics. And why is this important to us? Why did I bring this up? So this is in direct correlation with the increased demand that we keep seeing. Exchanges are at all-time lows. And another fact that I did not show you yet is that miners are not selling. The people responsible for bringing Bitcoin into the circulating supply are holding on to it for themselves because of the increased demand, and they also want to make sure they have enough for themselves. They're not just going to pass it out to anyone. They're going to make sure that with increased demand comes increased price, and they will let go at a certain price, maybe 50, maybe 60,000. Who knows? Bitcoin has been there before, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see it there again before miners start letting go of their Bitcoin. Now, the Terra co-founder Do Kwon hinted at a future purchase, let me highlight, of $3 billion worth of Bitcoin to supply the reserves of the protocol in a recent Twitter space shared with Bitcoin enthusiast Udi Werthelmer. I got that. Nailed it. In the same space, Do Kwon explained that the new mechanics that the Terra ecosystem is introducing in order to use Bitcoin as collateral for its flagship decentralized stablecoin, UST. For those of you who do not know who Terra Luna is and what they stand for or what they do, it is a public blockchain protocol that deploys a suite of algorithmic decentralized stablecoins which underpin the thriving ecosystem. And what that ecosystem can do for you is it can allow you to spend, save, and stake on their multitude of platforms that they offer to their customers. Now back to the article at hand here. Kwon also explained that with the inclusion of Bitcoin, UST would become a hybrid stablecoin, allowing users to exchange $1 worth of UST, which is basically $1 US dollar, for 99 cents worth of Bitcoin. This would effectively allow users to redeem Bitcoin by using UST for a premium of 1%, almost in the same way, let me get my cursor out of the way, that Luna is being used right now. Kwon clarified that these mechanics will be explained in the near future in a more detailed way. Now, I am a bit late with the news, so there has been a confirmation that they will continue to go forward with this measure, and I just want to bring it to you guys so we can explain what this means to us, the retail investor, the new crypto trader, or if you are just a third-party speculator from the outside looking in, thinking about what all of this news means. And just like the paragraph said, Terra Luna is built up of two coins. You have UST and you have Luna. Luna is what is used to keep UST as stable as it is, because when you buy UST, a certain amount of Luna or an equivalent amount of Luna is burned to maintain the stable price of UST. And what they're saying here is that the same type of properties will be applied to their Bitcoin reserves, which would enable traders to be able to redeem a certain amount of Luna or UST for a equivalent amount of BTC. And for those of you who know what stable coins are used for or what they stand for, they're basically pegged to the fiat currency of the economy that they reside in. But with Terra Luna, they have all kinds of fiat currencies that they're pegged to. So they have UST for Korea, they have UST for the US dollar, and also UST for the JPY, the Japanese yen. Why would they go looking for another asset to put in their reserves to back UST? And the creator said, there's a couple of reasons here, but to put it simply, Bitcoin is the only hard reserve asset that has been proven out of the digital currencies. It is very difficult for somebody in crypto to question Bitcoin. And he is absolutely correct. I share this theory and this view 100%. Bitcoin has been the greatest performing asset of all time. And especially over the past 13 years that it has been active. If I'm not mistaken, the Bitcoin blockchain was under $10,000 at the beginning of this pandemic. And a lot of people don't like to look at Bitcoin as a store of value asset. I don't either, because I believe Bitcoin is software and can be applied to many things. But going from $8,000 to over $69,000, it's a pretty good bet to me that that's where I'm going to put my money. And the more that people realize this, the demand will only increase. And do remember that there is only a fixed amount of Bitcoin in circulation. So protect your health, protect your wealth, unrelated, but it still applies. If there's anything you would like me to expound on in this video, go ahead and put it down in the comments. I'm always down for the conversation. All I do is think about crypto and talk about crypto. And I would love nothing more but to continue to spread the education to anybody who's interested. With that being said, continue to enjoy this green week we have been having, and I will catch you all this Sunday.